Hey,
I'm using Discord on my phone because I forgot that I don't have a webcam.
well, you look great.
Thank you.
Shoot is a button.
I am great.
Are you stateside still, or are you in China?
Yes. If I was in China, I wouldn't be awake right now.
Ah,
Still waiting on the visa
oh, okay.
for expedited service. Yeah. They've not expedited. We'll see. Hopefully in the next day or two.
Is Chushi with you, or is she
No, she's
there?
been back since December? Or not December. Wait, what month is it?
Oh, yeah,
She left
I
at the,
didn't know
no,
that.
sorry. She left at the end of February.
She left right after we
Yeah.
got back
Yeah,
from
that's right.
West Virginia.
Yep.
Yeah, it was like a few days after. Yeah, she went back for Chinese New Year. All right. Are we doing the recap, or you guys just have read it?
We were in the desert. Oh wait, you sent the recap out.
Yeah, it's in
For us to
Discord.
read? Oh fuck. Can I recap just off of what I remember? If anyone hasn't read it. We're in the desert.
I won't correct you if you're wrong.
We're in the desert. Everyone is mean to Rome now for some reason. And there was a woman who had made us drink. Most of us drank a water that made us hallucinate. And the dude that we're with now was like, "It's a no big deal." I don't know why that's how it sounds.
It's
Not Italian.
deal.
And, we are en route to what's his face's place to see what's up.
We're on like a quest though before we go there, right, Ian? We're doing something before we go there.
Yes, you took a ship down the coast to Mbasi. The goal of getting to Vindera. You tried to steal a carpet. Well, one of you tried to steal a carpet.
Oh, that's right.
Who got it has a carpet.
Remember that?
Yeah, he was doing that sneaky flashback shit. Like acted like he was just gonna do it off screen. Yeah, I had this ice that
You said you weren't going to correct, so I have it.
I wasn't going to correct what Anna said. You need help crossing the desert because the mountains. Vindern is in the mountains, on the east coast where you're at. So you hired a dude. Or you hired a dude. A dude offered to take you there if you first helped him with a caravan supplies that is going to a somewhat different place. By a somewhat different place, I mean a different place. And yeah, that's basically the gist. Random tidbits that were kind of important. The guy they're basically all like tribes people, basically. So it's somewhat different cultural norms. The caravan you're transporting, they seem to treat the guy who's taking you, Rashid. Wait, what's his name? Yeah, Rashid. They treat him kind of distantly. It's like a weird mixture of respect, like distrust in a way. Weird dichotomy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, you met a woman in the desert, a bunch of cactuses. Guys got all high as shit. Some of you can't remember who did not.
I didn't. All the other stuff was implied with what I had said. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
What. So anyway, we're in the desert now.
You're in the desert. You guys camp for the night. And the next morning, it's a lot colder than you expected overnight in the desert. I don't know if any of you
I knew.
much experience.
I knew. I read it in a book.
Could back be true. So it's still kind of cold when you wake up. The sun is just like barely breaking horizon. Still very dry.
Water.
I mean, there's water if you want to drink it. If you guys are transported, some water. If you guys leave, you kind of had sort of canvas-like tents that you had staying in. If you exit your tent, you'll see that Rashid's been awake. The people in the other caravan have been awake, making sure everything's where it should be, tightening ropes. Oh yeah, you guys are on these fancy sand skiffs as well, sailing across the desert more or less. Tightening ropes. There's no cooking fire. It appears that breakfast is just a very simple, kind of like flatbreads, these sort of like spiced cakes, nuts, dried fruit, nothing too fancy. And yeah, you guys are ready to start day number 2. Is there anything anyone would like to do in the morning?
Yeah, as we're packing up and everything for the night or for the morning, as I'm doing all of my portion of those things, I want to look over at Angel. Hey, buddy, how? I don't know if we've talked about this or if you talked about it with anyone else. You don't have to talk about it with me, obviously. That's fine. How are you feeling about? Well, how long has it been since you've been home?
I just exhale on the cigarette that I'm taking. Long drag, big smoke cloud. Well, Rome, the best I can figure is 30 years.
You look very good for someone who is 30 years plus. How are you feeling about that?
It is what it is. I mean, the last time I saw Vindern, it was a pile of rocks, and it's going to be a pile of rocks when we get there. So, I mean, yeah, as attached as you can to be to a pile of rocks.
We both know that it's more than just a pile of rocks. A pile of rocks is what it is now, but I imagine there's memories there and, just things that you are going to see and think of that maybe you haven't seen or thought of in 30 years. So I don't know, were you around for the Aunt Sue stuff? I read in kids' letters when I went to Trog's town, where he was from, that it was a lot for Trog and for everybody else. I just wanted you to know that I'm here. You need to talk or whatever.
Thanks, Rome. I appreciate it. I mean, it's not the place that you call home. It's the people that are there that make it home. And that's not my home anymore. But thank you.
Would you
Are
be
we
okay?
privy to this conversation?
Yeah, we're all packing up.
When he says that, no, I was gonna say when he says that comment, Zachel's gonna put his arm around Angel and say, "Oh, you're my home too," and then just walk away.
To this final point with it, yeah, since you're not too tied to it or whatever, if we are going through things and I see something that looks shiny or valuable, would you be upset if I put it with my stuff and brought it back with us?
Yeah.
That way it's not just sitting in the desert.
In response to that, I'm going to let another drag of smoke come out, and my eyes are going to get red, and I'm just going to look at you. I don't think that's a good idea, Rome.
I'll be sure that you don't see it. And I'm going to go and finish putting my stuff away and head into the caravan.
I'm going to make my way over to Rashid, just kind of not wanting to talk anymore about Vindern, and ask if he needs any assistance with the skiff.
It's mostly packed. It's not like you unpacked a lot of the camp. So as soon as you guys are ready to go, they're more or less ready to.
How's Trog looking? Do we need to does he need any water? Is he good or is he extra dry?
Frog's a little crispy. He didn't have his pot of water to sleep in, so he's just kind of like pouring water on himself right now. He's kind of like Michael Jackson. He's trying to get like an umbrella to cover over him.
Did we really not have a pot to put water in?
What's that?
No, but we're in the desert. We probably shouldn't waste the water for him to.
You put it in the pod, and then he gets out of it in the morning, and then you just put it back in the canteens, and you drink the frog water. It's been steeped in frog overnight. I don't see the problem.
That's been going on like since we started. So you guys have been drinking frog water this whole time.
In reality, this is all just a hallucination from drinking
What was Mooney doing?
water.
Yeah, it wasn't actually the cactus water.
Our tolerance has to be through the roof at this point.
We've just been
Can't be poisoned anymore. Yeah.
What was Mooney doing?
Mooney is doing a 2-part dance. One moving without rhythm to not disturb the beasts underground, as well as doing sort of a rain dance to call upon Trog, using shape water to pull everything around and just pour on top of him.
Is shape water create water?
No, I'm pulling it from everybody else's bottles.
I don't like that face.
As soon as you start pulling water out of other people's canteens, the people who are in charge of the caravan over to you very angrily.
Oh, but
I just grab your wrist to stop you from casting spells.
No, he needs it. He needs it. Stop.
Yeah, guys. I don't know if you knew this, but like frogs, they really like water. They're not like those dirty bastard dry toads that don't need water. I don't even know why they try to go into the water because they don't need it. But yeah, I mean, frog to frog, he needs a little bit of high quality H2O. So,
Ian, can I give Frog some of my water if I suffer a point of exhaustion? Can he have a portion of my water?
Well, you won't suffer exhaustion yet. It's been a single day.
I know. Well, I'm thinking like exhaustion because I'm not drinking as much as I should be through the day.
Yeah.
You can have some of mine, Trog, and I'll hand you one of my larger canteens. You can put it in a bowl or a pot or whatever you need.
I appreciate it, guy. You know, you're not so bad. I don't care what everyone says about you.
Yeah, yeah. I think your voice was among the loudest yesterday, but I appreciate that you say that. We should go. We should get going. The day is young.
I don't care what everyone else says. You. Me.
Yeah, I mean, we probably want to get going because I know like the sun is the hottest, like midday, so we probably don't want to be out there during that time, because it's hot.
Well, as you say, you guys get back on your skiffs. Set off in the early hours of the morning before the rise is too high. I will say Rashid does give you all a bit of advice about wasting water. They brought plenty with them, but generally speaking, people out in the desert don't appreciate that sort of thing. And you notice the members of the other caravan, they weren't exactly warm towards you before, since you're weird, strange foreigners.
It's a clean baby.
Well, guys, I just need to refill a pot of water at some point, and then I just got to dip my big toe in it to make sure that it points us in the right direction. Um, so that's like the bare necessities here.
Yeah, I gave you my extra water. We're good. He's not
Yeah.
wasting it. It's going to a
Let's-
good cause.
Yeah, Richie, I don't know what you're talking about, like wasting water. I mean, I don't know.
Probably when Mooney stole everyone's water into the sand.
But did he steal everyone's water? It just you know.
I'll refill it. Put the bottles under my fur. I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Bring
Rashard.
it out.
I will do my best in the future. I want to keep the toads underground where they should be.
Is that where the toes belong?
Yeah, they all deserve to be 6 foot under at least.
At least. Onward, Captain.
You guys set off. It's a very strange sensation because it almost feels like, you're on the ground, but you're gliding around than anything else. There's no jolting like you would expect with a wagon. Just very smooth motion. This sort of like constant subtle sway. It's like being on like very calm base. And you'll notice like Rashid will, shift the sails and the various like steering that he has set up based on almost imperceptible shifts in weight, especially if you guys are moving around a bit, just on track. You hear the sand kind of hissing beneath you. And to be honest, it's mostly just very boring. There's not a lot to see out in the desert. It's mostly just this endless expanse of rolling dunes. Occasionally only broken by these jagged outcroppings, rock distance.
Guys, I spy. Let's play some I Spy. I spy with my little frog eye something brown.
Sand.
Ah, you got it.
You shot it again 100 times in a row. For the first time, you can almost like, and probably for most of you, you can physically rise and waver. Since the air is incredibly dry. Frog, you feel this most of all. Your lips are cracked. The sand kind of stings your throat with every breath.
Mooney,
You
how
do
tall are
sweat,
you?
obviously.
A little under 7 foot. Exactly 7 foot.
I'm gonna just sit underneath Mooney.
Just raining sweat.
I don't know that's the best place to be.
Make sure there's room for the bottles, but I'll keep you shaded.
Yeah, I can hold the bottles here on my own. Just keep
For the first time, this is the driest you've ever felt in your life.
Are Dragonborn just like logistically? Are Dragonborns?
You're probably okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think this is like the most comfortable Zactyl's been in a long time.
Yeah. I would assume they're gold blood. At the same time, though, any of you guys wearing heavy armor, feel like it's staggeringly hot. Any bare metal sizzles to the touch. Anyone wearing leather, the leather's like hard and tight that, shakes in the sun. At midday, it is so hot that you basically physically have to stop. The caravan stop, the skiff stop. They put out these sort of like, there's no shelter in the desert unless you happen to be by some rock. They pull out the, canvases to set up under part of it. And you guys can have a small lunch. Again, no one's building a fire when it's this hot. It's just simple, dried fruit, dried fish, dried meat. And that's basically how it goes until the next evening. It's incredibly dull and basically repeats itself over and over and over again, to the point that really the only difference, not the only difference, one of the things you end up looking forward to is every evening, Rashid will continue telling the story around the fire before he offers to take the first watch. So I think I put you guys heard the first part at the end of the last question, which I did put in the read. But more or less, I'll just repeat the bare bones. Oh, sorry.
Rashid always takes the first watch without fail.
He always takes the first. Yeah.
Okay.
The bare bones of the first night story was more or less says that, before this place was a desert, it was green as fuck. Quote. Forest without end, beautiful flowing rivers, soil where anything you can imagine could grow. Wild things roam, not monsters, but just life. By the second night, he begins kind of speaking of the gods, almost in a way, there's like a familiarity there, like how one would talk about like their neighbor almost. And he says that, this land was never actually empty. The gods walked around it as how we glide across the sand. They watched the forests, they guarded the woods, they kept the waters gentle. And above all of them, their names. My notes are too long. And above all of them, there were two gods, Anur and I didn't write down.
Can you type those out in the chat, Ian?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, this Amr Al-Nur and Sean. He says, these two stood above all the rest. Amr Al-Nur brought law and promise that his light was punishing. Context mattered because he was the one who watched over them. Whereas Chantur was the one who gave life, gave it so freely that shaped every mortal being himself. They did not rule as tyrants. They nurtured people, they corrected people, they stayed close to people. And the mortals came, the gods did not put them away.
So they were like a duo you're describing, Ian? I'm sorry, you're breaking in and out a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, maybe it's because my... Wait, no, let me please switch to the computer. My headphones are dying. I just won't have any video.
All right, so there's Amr Al-Nur and Chantur. Desert used to be green. They used to get along. And then the mortals came, and I missed the next bit.
Well, what were they specifically gods of?
Ian?
Chantur gave life.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, what are you missing?
So what specifics on Amr Al-Nur and Chantur? Like which
Okay.
one gave? What were their roles?
So Amar al-Nur was law and promises. He said his light was warm but not punishing, and that contracts mattered because he was the one who watched over them. And Chantor was the one who freely gave life. She nurtured life, and some people claim that she was the one who had like shaped the mortals because of how freely she gave life to things.
So Chaunter is like the life giver, and all around there is the structure to that. Law and promises and watched over.
Basically,
Okay.
yeah. On night 3, he tells a story about the tribes who made their home in the desert. And he traces shapes in the sand with a stick, symbols that kind of represent the tribes. He says, 9 tribes made their home here, and he lists them off. One of the names of the tribe, which you recognize, is Setsorma, which the current sort of country and government takes its name from, the name of that tribe. As well as one other. Well, actually, can everyone give me an insight or history, whichever one you want.
I got a 16.
Ooh,
10.
natural 20.
Not 20.
Oh my god!
I fell asleep in that class. Like the
This
others.
is what a waste of 2 nat 20s, though.
I'm saving mine.
Can
for
I put
later.
mine? Can I put mine towards a religion check and see if I know anything on these guys?
Mine's just an 8.
I guess you could. I'll tell you the religion check. Well, no, because he's basically describing like the tribes of the area, and so there's not really religious significance around them, unless you mean for like the other people I was just talking about.
Yeah, I would have been really interested in that and to see how it lines up with what I know.
Okay, let me do. Basically, Mooney and Trog would have picked this up, but one of the other tribes that he mentions is Shano, which you'll recall is actually Rashid's last name. When he introduced himself, his full name was Rashid al-Shano. So just a little insight into the tribe that he belongs to. With a natural 20 for the religion check, you basically pick up that he's kind of talking about the same gods and goddesses. The same gods and goddesses that are worshipped in other places in the world, just being called different names. But the roles that they play and the way he describes them basically map to how people like sort of currently understand the deities of the world.
Is there anything that matches up with my guy?
Where is my? Excuse me. No.
Okay.
Here we go.
My
Just
guy
in
is Ian
case.
Jones.
You're goddamn right he is.
The true god of this world.
Yeah, I know this has been shared before, but let me just pop it back in case anyone wants to read it. Yes. Okay. So basically, you kind of pick up that, the guy, the god of, sun, order, law, contracts is Amanator. And then Chantea is the goddess of life,
Shanti.
et cetera. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
So you kind of pick up on the fact that, he's basically talking about the same people. It's just, and you can draw parallels to the other gods, the ones who are guarding the forests and the woods and the wild things, etc.
I'll point that out to the crew. Let them know that he's talking about the same pantheon that they know.
And so on night 3, he
Sounds-
sort of traces out these symbols. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Andrew.
No, just that makes sense.
Okay. He's tells you the names of all these tribes, most of which you'll probably forget, but those two stick out to you. And he mentions that, the tribes created small settlements at first. They raised temples with care. They planted crops where the forests were thinned but not felled. They honored the gods, and in return, the land remained kind to them. But mortals always multiply. Settlements grow into cities. Wood becomes stone. Stone becomes walls. Fields start to widen. Right? Forests start to shrink. And the gods noticed. How could they not? The god who watched the forests grew angry. The goddess who protected the wild things of the woods mourned. And even the goddess who kept the waters gentle spoke, although she rarely did. Okay. You're on day, what is that? Day 4 you come into. Can everyone roll me anyone who's paying attention. Also, if there's anything you guys want to be doing while you're sort of just on these sand skiffs going at it, let me know.
I'd like to ask Rashid who he worships, just out of curiosity.
That is a great question. Let me find that in my notes. Control F it. So Rashid will say in response to that he doesn't worship any deity in particular, but that he pays respects to all as he crosses through their domains. You get the sense that he kind of keeps... So, there's no more goddess of the gentle waters of Setsorma anymore. Considering there are no more gentle waters going through the desert. He sort of pays his respects to the old gods that used to have domains there. None in particular, but just kind of all of them holistically.
Just kind of off the cuff, like I'm going to ask him, do you think they care? Do you think they care about us?
Well, they did at one point. Keep listening to my story and maybe you'll see.
Maybe. I'm interested to hear its conclusion. My experience with the gods is so long as you follow their rules and their specific edicts, they'll help you, but they won't help you out of the goodness of their hearts.
So it goes.
Light a cigarette and walk off.
Well, you can't walk very far.
Yeah, just what if it's night? If it's night, I'll
Walks
walk
off the
off
skip.
to the.
Turns around.
If we're on watch, I'll just go and take watch on the other side of the camp.
Okay. I do a 360 and walk away.
Yeah. Moodily, angstily.
So day 4, I need everyone who's paying attention to roll me a perception check.
23.
You might not be paying attention. It's quite boring.
I'll add in, I'm also walking around casting Goodberry, passing it off to any of the workers on the skiff, apologizing for taking the water, but in the meantime, also pulling more water out and putting it into my pack, but laying a Goodberry in each of their palms.
17.
Frog is not paying attention.
7. My mind's kind of occupied.
Yeah, Jesse, did you roll? Oh, you're muted.
13.
13. Okay. Anyone who rolled a 15 or above. Let's see. Sorry, 14 or above. You can't quite tell. It's a very strange sight, and it's quite far, but through the haze of the sun, and the shimmering, and well, I don't even know what that effect is called. Whatever, the shimmering of the distance. It almost looks like you see some kind of fin sticking out of the sand, moving around. You see them very briefly before they disappear, blending back into the sand.
Was it just me who would notice that? Was the only one high enough?
I got it too.
Hey, pals, they're through the in the distance, through the protection, the way that. Does anyone else see that?
Yeah, Rashid, is that what we're supposed to be avoiding? What is that?
Remember that warning I gave you the first night to stay on your sleeping pads and to balance your weight?
Somebody didn't balance.
Yes.
Well, that would be the reason.
What do we do?
He'll peer off and say, they're pretty far for now. Maybe they'll just go away. They usually do.
Let's
And
say
if
they don't.
Well, if they don't, we deal with that when the time comes, no?
What can you tell us about these things so that in the event they do come here, we are best suited to handle them?
Well, I've never been out on the open ocean, but I'm told there's creatures quite similar that live underwater. Presumably, whatever you do to the things in the water, you do to these ones too. You stab them until they stop attacking you.
I mean, we are pretty good at taking care of creatures of the sea.
Yeah. I almost missed the ocean. Almost.
You might by the end of this journey.
Yep. Fucking Ian.
I said no more boat arcs. I never said no more sand boat arcs.
Yeah. I can't wait for the sky in the next act where we're in a sky ship.
Dude, everything is boats.
All the sky is gone.
And
All the land is gone. Okay.
If there was actually good ship combat, I would love to run like a water campaign. But the ship combat in D&D fucking sucks.
Water world.
Yeah.
All right. We will keep in mind if we encounter these things, we will stab them or do what we would with a fish. And I don't know, Trog, if that means that you just fuck them or what. But we
I can
we are
try.
I don't know if I like the sound of that.
Frog stands up and starts to get a little limber. Some light stretching, some calisthenics.
I mean,
I'll
we
just keep an
haven't
eye on
ran
that.
across. We haven't ran across anything that you can't insult to death. So, I mean, why stop now?
It is a true statement.
And I'll just keep an eye on the same horizon where we saw those fins as we keep going.
Night number 4. The story continues in a very steady, almost formal voice. He says, "The goddesses of the wild places demanded that the mortals be cast out. Wait, where is? But Amar-Alnor refused to judge without hearing their case first. So he summoned the elders of all 9 tribes to the peak of Nizwara, the Table of the Gods, which does appear on most maps of the area. You've likely never seen it or been there, but it is a massive sort of stone plateau that juts out of the desert. A very impressive structure, so you're told, as none of you have actually been there. It does not appear to have formed naturally. And despite this area being a desert, since kind of far beyond memory, it doesn't seem like the sand has ever eroded it in any kind of meaningful way. But the elders of the 9 tribes were summoned to this place to argue their case. And the mortals argued, as mortals tend to do. We need space. We need food. We're not destroying anything. We're cultivating. It's not our fault. And Chantur, in their defense, spoke for them. She said, new life is still life. Balance, even though it changes shape, can still remain as balance. And Amar-Alnor listened. He accepted that argument, and in the end, made a contract. The tribes could remain. They could keep what they had built, but they could expand no further. No deeper into the forests. No more hunting of the wild things except in desperation. No more harvesting from the rivers, damming the rivers. The elders agreed. The gods agreed. Back then, contracts were honored. By night 5, he's taking sort of like a noticeably softer tone as he speaks. He says, generations passed long enough for the reason of the contract to fade. Long enough that people remembered the rules, but not the danger behind them. Cities grew larger, crowded, filthy. Stone began pressing against stone. There was nowhere to breathe. And while priests and some of the leaders remembered the contract and remembered what it stood for, the people didn't care. They felt trapped. They felt held back by promises made by ancestors that were long, long dead. And that, he said, is when the prophet came. All right, day 6.
Do I recognize any of this lore, Ian?
Roll a history check. Anyone who wants to can roll a history check.
I was gonna say, has he like alluded to any gods that would like coincide with I'm trying to remember what my god's name is.
Tempest?
Tempest, yes.
Not explicitly.
Okay. I mean, I guess he's more so like a nature, like he's speaking of gods of nature, and Tempest was not really that's not his gig.
Mostly. Like I said, a lot of the gods that he is mentioning kind of map to gods you would recognize. It's
right.
Just kind of, the older names, the older ways.
Right.
16.
14.
So this is not history that any of you recognize. This is what appears to be like an oral tradition, not something that you would have found written in books anywhere.
True.
And you can imagine you've not had many interactions with many of the tribe's people. The few you have been like mainly tight-lipped, not particularly trusting. All with the exception of Rashid, who seems to be more warm and welcoming than most of the others you've encountered. But generally, they seem a little bit wary of outsiders.
How do the others feel about Rashid telling us this? Like, is there open disdain whenever he's talking about this?
You don't know if they even know. If you remember, they from the very first night, they've kept their own camp. They've kept away from you guys. They've kept away from Rashid. They build their own cooking fire. Obviously, you're all sort of sharing supplies to a certain extent, but for the most part, they sort of keep their distance.
Correct me if I'm wrong. They seem to not like Rashid, correct? Like in general.
And there's like this weird tension where he kind of commands respect. Not as in like
Because he's the
not like
captain.
he's demanding respect. In a way, yeah. Like, but you notice this even outside of Mbasi, where people again seem to like respect him, but at the same time didn't really want much to do with him. It seemed there's this weird kind of unresolved tension there.
Like an earned respect kind of thing.
Kind of like an earned respect, yeah. All right, so day number 5. Oh, go ahead.
I'll flag Zach down at camp one night whenever it's just us around, and I'll say, do you see the respect that Rashid demands? Not demands, but he's given.
I mean, you can tell that these people don't particularly like him, but they respect him. I'm curious as to the dynamic here.
I would imagine that he's a hell of a fighter. He's done something. We should keep our eyes on him.
Ian, if I remember correctly, you said he had like some disfigurement or scarring, correct?
Not like he had scarring in the sense that like it looked like not like a disfiguring scar, but like general battle scars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought
nothing
you
that was
said
like
there was something about him that like was different than the normal tribes people. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Maybe I did. Let me roll back up and look at my notes on how I described him, just to make sure I'm not wrong.
The eyes are like a tattoo.
Oh yes, he did have eyes that stuck out to you.
Are they gold?
Let's see. They were dark,
gold,
but kind of like flecked with gold.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's what it was. Yeah, there was something in his appearance that was like different than the other people, the other tribesmen.
Yeah. Yeah, dark amber flecked with gold. But other than that, I mean, like I said, he has like battle scars. He's obviously like, he lives most of his life out in the desert, so he's got pretty beaten up, like skin and everything. But the thing that stuck out was the eyes.
Okay.
One of these nights, I'd just like, when he's near, I'd pop a divine sense, especially with him talking about these angels and with him talking about the gods. I'd pop a divine sense discreetly to see if I get anything off of him.
Pop it.
Nothing.
Go.
So day 5. And remember, he did mention, I can't remember if I mentioned this at the beginning, that this would be about like a 7-day, basically a 7-day journey to get to where you're going to drop off the supplies. On day number 5, Rashid, it starts off much in the same way as every other day started off. Simple breakfast on the skiffs. Stop for lunch at noon to hide from the heat for an hour or two, take a little siesta. And just being in sun that hot, you are shockingly tired, despite doing absolutely nothing. You are surprised at how tired you get just sitting in the sun all day in heat like this that you've never really experienced before.
Does this include me?
It does not include Zactyl. Although Zactyl, like I said, you probably do take your armor off because it probably is burning your skin.
Yeah, Yeah, and that makes me very uncomfortable since there's sand sharks. Um, I would like to use me and Angel's conversation kind of got me thinking. So at one point, um, I'd like to maybe try a divine sense as well, just to see if I can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell, know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet, anything like that.
Nothing.
Okay.
So by the time you guys set off after midday, Rashid seems like noticeably a little more tense. Notice his eyes are kind of scanning the horizon a lot more. Despite the fact that to you, to the rest of the party, the horizon seems exactly the same as it always has. But before long, you also begin to notice that the horizon is kind of getting dark, like an uneven kind of dark, sort of like a stain spreading across the sky, and the color starts changing to this almost like this deep rust brown kind of color, and the horizon line starts to kind of disappear between the sky and the sand. And the wind begins to noticeably change. It's no longer kind of the even pace that you're used to, but it's coming in kind of uneven pulses, and the sail is being tugged in different directions. You see these thin sheets of sand skimming low across the ground. The dunes are starting to lose their shapes a little bit. The air gets thick. It gets a lot darker. And now you can see it very clearly. Almost like a massive wall has been erected. It's sort of towering above you, rolling, churning, this huge mass of sand that is just thrown high into the sky. It's not moving particularly fast towards you, but it is moving towards you.
Is the temperature changing at all?
It is getting colder.
I'll start readying up. Like any pieces of armor that I have off, I'm starting to strap back on.
Rashid will tell you guys that it's best if you tie yourselves down, since, well, in his words, sometimes you can't fight the desert. You just have to let it pass through you. And he does move. He's seemingly trying to guide towards the edge of what you now see as a massive sandstorm. But particularly with the caravans, you're too slow to really outrun it. And the only way is to kind of angle yourself in a way where you're not taking the full brunt. But it's unavoidable. It's unavoidable.
I'm gonna wrap myself in the canvas that I've been using for my shelter, and try to make it as airtight as I can with like a bubble of air underneath me.
Tying a lifeline, tying a line around like the mast of the skiff to myself, and then I'll start tying other ropes and handing them out to the guys.
I'll take one and be in this little ball.
So is the goal, are we going to continue moving through the sandstorm, or are we going to bunker down?
It seems like right now the goal is to keep going as best you can.
Make myself a little. Oh, go ahead, Ty.
Well, Mooney, what are you doing?
Mooney's debating. You know what? Let's have some fun. I want to cast Tidal Wave. I want to kind of to form the skiff that we can pass through to try to negate some of the effects of the sandstorm.
Go ahead and wait, who was that? Oh, Jesse. Go ahead and why don't you first roll me a nature check?
Hmm.
Is this the tidal wave of fresh water?
Oh no no no!
A tidal wave of frog water.
You know what this? This is frog water and sweat, baby. You're coming out clean. That's a 15.
A 15. Okay. I would put it this way. Based on your understanding of nature and weather, and knowing that a tidal wave, at least I think the spell, let me just Google. How big is a tidal wave? Actually, you might have it open already.
It can be as big as 120 feet.
Hang 10.
30 feet long, 10 feet wide, up to 10 feet tall.
I see. Okay, 30 feet long, 10 feet wide.
In a way,
Based on your understanding of sandstorms,
Mhm.
I think you would kind of get that would probably help at first, but sandstorms are quite large and cover quite a large area. It's not necessarily something you can like punch your way through with like a single spell.
No, I wouldn't imagine so. It'd get pretty muddy too. Just trying to see if it could kind of negate some of it, but if not recommended, I will just.
Well, you can still try. I'm just saying from your
Yeah.
nature roll, like you get the sense it would probably help a little bit for a time, but you don't necessarily know how big the sandstorm is
How
and how
far
long
it's
you're
going
going
to
to be
be.
in there. Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I want to hear what you're thinking.
I just wanted to ask Rashid if he knew how long the sandstorms typically last.
Sometimes they last for miles.
But I mean, in terms of time.
Again, he can't give you quite a good answer. He said sometimes a few minutes if you're lucky, sometimes a few hours. I've been stuck in sandstorms for days at a time.
Okay.
I already said I'm going to do it, so I'll cast once, and I'll tie myself up first.
So just as you guys are about to like sort of get into the sandstorm, you guys all see Mooney cast Tidal Wave and see this massive 10-foot tall, 30 feet long plume of, or 10 feet wide plume of water just shoot out in front of Rashid's skiff, which is the lead skiff. The caravans are behind you guys. And it does for, a few minutes kind of mitigate the effects of the sandstorm. It pulls the sand down. It keeps the way clear. It even slightly speeds you up in some ways, as now instead of sailing on sand, you're actually just sailing on water.
Not again.
You've turned into sort of this mini boat that you guys are on. And for a few minutes, it does, in fact, help you kind of weather the storm, so to speak. But as the tidal wave dissipates and the water gets sucked into the hungry sand, you just kind of all get smacked in the face by this storm. Rashid, much like Rome, has sort of wrapped up his head as tightly as possible. You can only just barely see two little holes where his eyes are.
I was going to say, I also had made, like, taken a blanket or something and made, like, a shiesty situation.
Yeah, and Rashid would have told you guys to do that. It's up to you whether you listen to him or not. But he would have highly recommended that you cover your face. And again, not that it matters. Seemingly, for you guys, it doesn't seem like it should matter if Rashid can see or not, because all of a sudden, your entire world is kind of reduced to a few feet of visibility. You're constantly getting hit. Any exposed skin feels like it's getting slashed by like 1,000 tiny little daggers. Even if you do wrap your face up, breathing becomes difficult. You know, no matter how tightly it's wrapped, some sand is getting in. Each inhale, you know, you're finding yourself having to spit out a little bit of sand. It's drying you out even faster. It's salty. The scream of the wind is all around you. This roaring sound of sand is all around you. And at this point, Rashid is seemingly just doing his best to keep the skiff upright. And just sort of sail through the sandstorm as best he can in a way that sort of gets you out as quickly as possible. And this goes on for a few hours. And then, so I'd like everyone to roll me a perception check with disadvantage.
And these little
Unless you have some other way to see through the sand that you haven't mentioned. But if you don't, disadvantage perception.
9.
4.
17.
10.
Does this little skiff have like a crow's nest, or is it far too small for that?
That's too small.
Oh, I was just gonna say Zactyl's standing on the deck of the ship, screaming like Lieutenant Dan in the hurricane.
Nah, the skiffs are only at like...
It's more like a catamaran.
It's more like a catamaran, yeah.
Okay.
Like the sail does go up a decent height, but like it's just the mast. There's nothing to stand on really. Rome, did you roll a perception check? You're muted.
Natural 1.
Okay.
Oh.
The only one who would notice
He's
anything
blinded.
would be Trog. Yeah, you're all basically blinded. And Trog, you don't even notice this because of vision. Because, again, you can really only see a few feet in front of you. Instead, Trog, what you see, or not see, but feel, and which helps you brace for impact, is almost this sudden change in the wind. It's almost like it twists sharply and creates this sense of pressure. And you can just barely sense this kind of form of something inside the wind that is spiraling in this barely kind of held together shape. And it doesn't seem like a storm because it's seemingly moving towards you with some kind of intent, right? It's not just drifting, it's choosing to come towards you. And then it hits. Rashid's skiff is lifted sideways as if just like hit by this massive force. You know, the wood, you hear some wood cracking, you hear some ropes snapping. The sail starts to tear. Your supplies are just like scattering all over the place. The second skiff doesn't just lift, it just completely flips over. One moment it's gliding, the next moment it's airborne, kind of turning end over end before slamming into one of the dunes nearby. And in front of you, the wind kind of, the wind doesn't stop, but there's so much force of wind now that it's actually blowing the sand out, giving you a little bit more vision. You see, let me see if I can find a picture of it. I thought I had a picture of it somewhere.
Genie of the lamp.
Oh, kid, you're coming back.
I forgot. You didn't bring Kid with you, did you?
Brum has him. Brum was taking
that's
him
right.
to Schleem.
Fuck. I did cover Kid.
Yeah, that's right. I decided that for some reason that just struck me that I kind of forgot what happened to him.
It's just
In front of you see this massive funneling cloud of whirling air, and you
No, it's
swear
not.
that it almost has a vague semblance of a face.
God damn it.
And sort of flitting around it, you see these smaller little. They're almost like. They're hard to see. They're almost like bugs in a way. Also seemingly made of condensed air. And so I would like everyone to roll initiative, please. And you're all going to be surprised, except for Trog.
You can't surprise. Frog. I rolled a 19.
Wait, hold on. I forgot. I don't know. I took my pen somewhere else. 1 second. Wait, no, I didn't. It's right here.
Ian, when
Okay,
I
Trog,
wild
19?
shape,
Yes.
I have a 17. Can I adjust my form to something that adapts to this landscape? Or am I kind of stuck to what's listed in the handbook?
It depends if you can sell it to me or not.
Okay.
I rolled a 15.
15?
12.
12
11.
and 11. Okay. Let me roll for this guy. Oh, hold on. I got to roll for Rashid as well. I'll have Rashid actually take part in combat. Nope. Two, three, four, five. Oh, okay. They all rolled terribly, except for one of them. Okay, so yeah, you see this giant. I mean, it's an air elemental. I'll just say you can kind of guess. This one's filled with sand, though. It's a sand air elemental.
Sand.
And there's sort of 5 of those
Sandbenders.
strange little bug things flitting around it. The first of which rolled a natural 20.
I don't like that.
So one of them is going to fly towards. Let's see. Let's just roll a d6 to decide. A 1. It's going to fly towards Trog because Trog, you're the first name I wrote down. And it is going to just suddenly kind of like puff up and then just explode with this blast of wind. So I'm going to need you to make a strength saving throw.
Still moving.
So I'll put it out there. My saving throw is a -1 for strength, so I rolled a 0.
Real quick,
Yes.
how big is the skiff? Would Ty be within 10 feet of me?
I'm going to say for now, no. Because
Okay.
you guys all tied yourself to the skiff, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then, is it within 10 feet?
Yeah. If he's within 10, not that it does much, but he gets a plus
just
2 to
take
he
it.
gets a plus 2 to all of his saving throws. Anybody within 10 feet of me gets plus 2 to saving throws.
I'll give it to you. So you roll a 2 instead of a 0.
Awesome.
Got your back, big dog. You're
Trog,
also
you're going to take. Oh yes.
I believe you also get resistance to spell damage. Yep.
This,
Yes, anyone within 10 feet of me, you get resistance to spell damage.
this I don't think is technically a spell. It's an action.
Oh, okay.
But you are going to take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. You are going to get pushed 5 feet away and knocked prone.
Okay.
And that's that thing's turn. And now it is Trog's turn.
I'm gonna do vicious mockery and call it a pussy.
Okay. That's a wisdom saving throw, right?
Yep, wisdom.
Guess who's not wise? These guys. 13.
He fails.
Add another one. Chalk it up.
That is 6 points of damage, and it has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Got it. Disadvantage. You're not weak enough to die to a single vicious mockery. Come on. May not take many of them, but not a single one. Okay. Let's see. Mooney would be next, but you're surprised.
Mhm.
Stacked will be next, but you're surprised. One of these other bugs is going to fly down and attack Rome.
Oh, okay.
It is going to just slash at you. First one definitely missed. Oh, that's the wrong. Second one is a 14 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, they both miss. That's his turn. Next up is Rome. What's your? I mean, you're surprised anyway, but just for future, what's your dexterity?
My dex is 16 plus 3.
Okay, so you go second. So the sandstorm elemental is next. Let's see. It is going to attack Zactol.
Bring it, pussy.
And you guys will notice as this thing gets closer towards you, in a 30-foot radius around it, in kind of a sphere, as you enter within 30 feet of it, the area surrounding it becomes kind of just sort of like lightly obscured. And if you're within 30 feet, it is difficult terrain because of the blinding, billowing sand that's constantly swirling around it.
What if you're flying in that?
Because it's wind-based, I'm going to say flying is still difficult terrain.
Okay.
What if you don't want it to be?
Well, I'm going to tell you to suck my ass.
Ooh.
This guy's going to punch you. And the first one is a 29 to hit.
That, believe it or not, I know you're surprised by this. It does hit.
Yeah, shocking. That is going to be 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is there a roll 20? With
What?
this?
Oh no, I
Is there a
don't
map?
have a map for this one.
Okay.
Second one is a 18 to hit.
Meets it, beats it.
Okay, that is going to be another 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jesus fucking
Fuck.
Christ.
That was the max damage. That was the most damage I could have possibly done. So as this thing just like kind of slams down on you. And it's weird
no,
because
it
like
doesn't.
Golly.
you do feel an impact.
I'm going to use my reaction. Cutting words, one creature that makes a attack roll within 60 feet of me. I am going to roll a 1d8 Bardic Inspiration and reduce it from its attack roll.
Interesting question though. Can you use a reaction when you're surprised? Because this thing technically went before your surprise
No.
condition was gone.
Oh, damn it.
Since it
Sorry,
does go,
man.
it has better deck, so it does go before you.
Okay. Never mind, I guess.
Well, now your surprise condition is gone. Let's see. Angel is no longer surprised.
Sorry, Zactyl.
It's okay.
Whoa. The
Good
next
thing I'm
little
not
bug.
a little boy.
Well, the next little bug is also going to fly over to you, Zactyl. And that is going to be a 6 to hit.
That does miss.
And the second one is going to be a natural 1. The little bug man does not hit you. Rashid is no longer surprised. Bug number 4 is going to attack Mooney with a 9 to hit.
Ooh, close, but no cigar.
And a 16 to hit.
No, that misses as well.
Okay, that guy fucked up. And then last bug number 2, technically. Whoops, I just closed my dice roller. Is going to attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Angel. With a 15 to hit.
Nope.
And something less than 15. Okay, so that missed too. Okay. We're back at the top of the initiative. No one is surprised anymore. Bug number 5 is back with a natural 20. He is going to attack Zactyl again. With a 24 to hit. For 4 points of slashing damage. Oh, sorry.
No, never. No.
And the second one is a 7 to hit.
That misses.
Which does not hit. Okay. Okay, Trog, you're up. You are prone.
It's fine. I don't need to be up for this. I am going to use
He's a power
my, Psychic Lance. So it needs to make a intelligence saving throw.
Which one are you attacking? Bugs or Sandstorm?
Sand Elemental, the one that I insulted earlier.
Intelligence? Man, I am fucking killing it. That is a 19.
All right, so that is fine. So, hold on. Good calc. That is 23 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, got it. Okay. Any movement?
Nope, I'm just gonna lay here.
Okay. Mooney, you're up.
Are there any other bugs near the elemental, or is it just, are they now attacking us?
All the bugs are attacking you. Various people.
Zactyl specifically.
Mostly Zactyl. 3 of them
Mainly just
attack Zactyl.
Okay. In this case, I'm kind of freaking out, but this worked before, so I'm going to cast Tidal Wave on just the elemental.
Okay.
So I need a Dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw. That is a 24.
Wow. Okay.
I'm telling you, I'm rolling like a fucking god right now.
Yeah, that's nuts. So it will then take 13 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep myself tied up and instead use Healing Word on Zactyl. So you will get 7 healing,
Thanks, Big Daddy.
of course. As I'm laying there screaming. That's my turn.
Zacto, you are up.
Oh, ha, ha. I might not be smart, but my PP is hard. I'm
This
going
thing did
to.
just punch the shit out of you, so it is directly in front of you.
Yep, it is. I'm gonna see if a sword can cut the wind. That is. That one won't. 10.
Nope.
Okay, extra attack. That is a 21.
21 hits, yeah.
21. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna make it wish
Nickelodeon.
it. Wish it wasn't born. So also, boom, 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 doing that thing that I love to do is a divine smite. Right? That's a thing that I can do. Where's my?
There it is.
Where are you? There it is. When you hit, deal an extra 2d8. I should have got my dice out first.
Sorry if I missed this. Are we still moving, or is this kind of stopped us in our
I
tracks?
think I also asked that and didn't get an answer.
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
Are we still moving, or has this stopped us?
It
until
has
we
stopped you.
passed?
I mean,
Okay.
all like the one. It basically has stopped you. You saw at least one of the caravans just get like thrown into the air.
Yeah.
You're not exactly sure about the one behind you because like it was too far back and the sand is kind of blinding you.
Okay.
27 points of damage.
27. I can do math. I can. Okay.
And that is a magical weapon, if that matters.
It does seem to do the full amount of damage to this guy. So
Sweet. Bonus action. I don't think I can do anything. Yeah, nothing cool. So that is my turn. I hit him with my sword.
alrighty.
Yeah, so
The sand elemental is next. And it is going to. Oh, sorry, I'm wrong. One of the bugs is next. It is going to attack Rashid. First one is a 12 to hit, which does not hit. Second one is a 9 to hit, which also does not hit. Okay, now it is the sandstorm. The sandstorm elemental is going to it's going to walk through Zactol.
I did not give consent.
You don't need to give consent, so you're going to take some damage as it goes through you. You need to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, you know what full armored paladins are known for?
Being very dexterous.
Being extremely dexterous. That is a 9.
You did not pass. You are going to take. I'm literally rolling max damage every time I attack you, Jesse. You're going to take 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Okay, this time can I roll my bardic inspiration? Cutting
Yes.
words.
What does it work for saving throws?
I think it's only for attacks.
This one was a saving throw.
Let me see. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter.
I think it's only 10.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I think that. I think once
Okay.
again, attack roll, ability check, or damage roll.
As in Zactral's damage roll, he can add the damage to it. Or subtract
Well-
the damage from the damage I rolled.
Is a saving
Yes.
throw an ability check though?
I
No,
can.
they are different.
So I can use it for subtract the number from the creature's roll for damage die as well.
Okay, so you could still do that since he took damage, I think.
Yes, I want to do that. What happened to mine? You took 10 points of damage.
Yes.
You've only taken 3 points of damage. I rolled a 7. We'll mark that off.
So the elemental is gonna just step into your space, and then it's just gonna stop. It's gonna stay there, and then it's gonna punch the shit out of Trog.
So, dude,
Why?
is that an attack or is that just like?
It's not an attack. Because it's an air elemental, it can enter your space and stop there. And the first time it enters another creature's space, or when a creature starts its turn within that space, it takes damage.
We're getting dagger, whatever that is, like the dagger cube.
You're
Wait a
basically
minute
getting
here.
dagger cubed.
So, when you take damage from a creature in range of a weapon you are wielding, you can use your reaction to make an attack with the weapon against that creature.
Yeah, you can do that. You just took damage from it, and you're still within range.
Right,
You're
nerd.
inside of it. You could not be more in range.
But I have to make an attack.
You do have to make an attack roll. Yeah, it's basically a
18 to hit.
that does it.
Okay. But I cannot use Divine
You can't use a
Smite.
smite. Yeah,
6 points of damage.
basically an opportunity attack.
Or no,
You take damage.
11 points of damage.
11. Got it.
That was my vengeful assault.
Now it's gonna punch the shit out of Trog.
Did it ever have that disadvantage on the attack roll?
It hasn't attacked yet, so it will this time.
Good.
Is it just one attack roll or for its entire turn?
Until the end of its turn.
Okay, got it. So, okay, well, it rolled a 2 for the first attack, so it can't get much worse than that. So the first attack misses you. Second attack, first one is a 26. Let's see, with disadvantage. It is a 22 with disadvantage.
Did you
So
get
that
new
one's-
die?
That one's going to hit you. This is just the Google Dice Roller. I do own a Google phone, so maybe. It's really pulling for me. Well, the damage was not as high as against Zactral, so that is going to be 11 points of bludgeoning damage on Trog.
Okay.
Oh, also, I don't think I shouldn't have rolled disadvantage because you're prone,
True.
but I rolled a 2 for the first roll anyway, so we'll just keep it. Okay, that's the Sandstorm's turn. It is now Rome's turn.
Okay, I am going to cast Shield of Faith onto Zactyl. Jesse, I need you to confirm that you hear this.
I confirm that I hear this.
Okay, your AC is now up +2, so your AC is now what, 20?
20.
It is where the fuck did it go? It is now that way for the next 10 minutes. So hopefully through the rest of the battle. And then as a bonus action, I am going to do a Bardic Inspiration to is Angel after me? Angel's still coming up?
Angel is, next.
Okay. Bardic Inspiration for Angel, that is a +8 or +D8 to basically any roll that you want. Attack roll, damage roll, you name it. And with my movement speed, I'm just going to move to, I'm smaller. I just want to move to somewhere where I am hiding or behind partial cover or something, as I'm basically just handing out buffs to my companions. I'm gonna make you guys like me yet. And then that's the end of my turn.
You will not be able to move too far because you are still tied to the mast, I believe.
Oh yeah.
It will take a bonus action to either cut yourself free or untie yourself, I'll say.
It's fine. I already used the bonus action to do Bardic Inspiration, so I will just. That's my turn.
I'll give
I will
you,
move
like,
offline.
what sounds reasonable? 10 feet of rope to tie yourself with? I'll give you 10 feet of movement, basically, unless you untie yourself.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just move 10 feet if there's anything nearby that can offer me partial cover from these things to hide, or to. I'm not doing a hide action or anything, but just to like tuck myself somewhere. More for flavor than anything. That's my turn.
Yeah, right. Okay. Angel, you're up.
How close is everything to me? Are all the enemies within 30 feet of me?
Yeah, 30 feet. Well, some of the bugs probably aren't. But I would say like 3 out of 5 bugs plus the sandstorm would all be within like 30 feet.
Okay, so I'm going to get kind of scary and use Dreadful Aspect as my action. Get as close as I can to catch as many of them. Each creature of my choice within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Let's see. Sandstorm first. Rolled a. That was wisdom, you said?
Wisdom, yep.
That is
Wisdom
a
14.
19, so Sandstorm passes. Let's do. Let me just roll a d6 real quick to decide which bugs are which. Okay, bug number 2, 3, and 5. Okay, bug number 1 got a 10, so he failed. Bug number 2 got a natural 20, so bug number 2 passed. Or sorry, bug number 2, bug number 3, and then bug number 5 got a 19.
The one that failed is frightened of me for a minute. And it can move if it moves more than 30 for me, it can attempt another saving throw.
Got it.
Bonus action, I am going to slice my hand on my sword and activate my Crimson Right of the Dawn, and I can do radiant damage with that now. I'm going to take, what is that, 1d6? I'm going to take 1 point of damage from that. And I'm going to try to position myself between any enemies I can in Trog.
Alrighty.
And that is my turn.
We are on bug number 3 then. He is going to. Oops, that's wrong dice. He is going to attack Rome. This bug is going to hunt you down, Rome. Since you can't move very far. This bug is also going to do the same thing that it did to Trog. It is going to try. You're going to see it puff up and just exhale this dense burst of air towards you. I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Oh, my worst one. No.
+2, friend.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Strength. I'm good at everything except this one thing. Okay, that's not great. 5.
You fail. Fortunately, I think you said you went to the end of your rope, so you can't get pushed back any further, but you are knocked prone.
Okay.
And that is its turn. Next up is Rashid. You guys will see Rashid cut his rope. He doesn't want to be tied to the mast while fighting this thing. So he's going to use his bonus action. He'll pull out a knife and sort of slice through it. And then instead of actually joining in the fight, strange enough, you're going to see Rashid like start digging through the supplies, kind of looking for something, it seems. So he's going to roll an investigation. Failed. So you don't know what he's looking for, but he's digging through, his stuff, looking for something. Next up is Bug number 4. Who is going to attack Rome?
Hmm.
And now that you're prone, it does get advantage. Okay, well, the first one definitely hits. The first one is or maybe it doesn't. 17?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. You're going to take 5 points of slashing damage from the first attack.
Okay.
The second one is a 14.
That does not hit.
Wait, hold on. I forgot I had advantage. A 14. 2 14s in a row.
That's good.
Bug number 2 is frightened. Bug number 2 is going to fly away. Does it make the saving throw at the end of its turn, or this? Is that what the ability is, Angel?
Check. It just says if it moves more than 30 feet from you, it can attempt another saving throw.
Got it. Okay. It is going to use its move speed to get 30 feet away. Well, I mean, it's going to use all its move speed because it's afraid and it's dumb. So it's just going to fly as far away as possible. And then we'll do its saving throw again. And this was intelligence or wisdom?
Wisdom.
5.
Fails.
Okay. Little bro is still frightened. Okay. Back to the top of the initiative with bug number 5, who is going to attack Mooney with a 15 to hit.
No.
Who's going to attack Mooney with an 18 to hit.
Yes.
For yes.
Yeah. No, I'm going to. No, never mind. Disregard. I only have
Okay.
one Vortic Inspiration left.
7 points of slashing damage on Mooney.
Oh, okay.
Trog, you're up. So Trog, right now the situation is this thing just punched you, but now Angel is kind of like forcing himself in between you and the sandstorm.
How's this thing looking?
It's wind. It's hard to say. It still seems like the wind is still blowing pretty strong, which is maybe your best guess at how strong this thing still is.
Noted. So I'm going to expel one of my bardic inspirations to do unsettling words. So it has to the 1d8 minus, and then I'm gonna do another one of my psychic glances at it.
And that was a wisdom saving throw for psychic
That
cancer?
was intelligence.
Intelligence. Intelligence was a 16.
Then with a 1d8 minus.
Oh, yeah, right. 1d8 minus. A 16 minus 2, 14.
All right, it fails, so it is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Yeah.
And it takes 26 points of damage.
26, Roger. As this sandstorm becomes incapacitated, you'll notice that this sort of 30-foot sphere that is kind of always cycling around it, making difficult terrain and obscuring things, sort of drops. So you can see much more clearly. You're no longer under difficult terrain.
And can I stand up?
You can stand up.
Okay. That shall end my turn.
Okay. Mooney, you're up.
All right. Bonus action. I'm going to get myself untied. And I'd like to pull out my wand of lightning bolts.
Okay.
And I would like to cast it at this elemental.
Okay.
If you can give me make sure I have the right one. Dex saving throw.
Yeah, let me check incapacitated real quick.
Mhm.
Huh. It's weird that being incapacitated doesn't give you disadvantage.
That's what I was hoping.
It does. It weirdly just doesn't. It just means you can't take actions or reactions. Does that mean you can take bonus actions? Whatever.
Ready?
Sorry. Okay, so dex saving throw, right?
Dex saving throw. Yep.
That is a 23.
Oh my god, you.
This thing is
you're
shockingly
lame.
dexterous.
Yeah, it's lame. I hate it. Okay. So let me cast. We'll do 4 charges. So that's only 16 points of
16
damage.
points. You're not gonna like this, Derek, but you're about to get Uno reversed.
What?
Sorry, 16? Okay. When this thing takes the brunt of your lightning bolts, you see. Remember, this thing is filled with sand. You see the sand inside get superheated and begin melting, and turning into kind of like these thick glass shards as the lightning strikes the sand inside. So I'm going to need everyone within 15 feet to make a dexterity saving throw, which
Sure.
is
Is
everyone
this a spell?
but Rome. It is not a spell; it's a ability.
Ah.
I think
And
it's
then
everyone but
we get-
Rome.
We get +2 from Zach, right?
You get +2 from Zactol,
Yes.
but you all need to make a dexterity saving throw, except for Rome.
And give a Angel at least has a bardic inspiration.
Also
if you
true.
haven't used it.
I'm gonna wait on that, but I fail. I have a 5.
That's a 6 for me, bud.
30, 20.
24.
Okay, Mooney and Trog are fine. Zactol and Angel, not unexpectedly, given that it's a dexterity saving throw, fail. So the glass that is inside this thing just shoots out. Because remember, it's still made of wind. And I just want you to know I didn't make that up. That is on the stat block.
Damn. Did it look?
But I wish I did, because that's pretty cool. It did look
like
good.
it did damage.
Oh, it did damage to it for sure.
It just has, yeah.
Yeah. And in fact, what I'll tell you is, which I should have made clear, it looked like it did a bit more damage than you would expect.
Okay. But it's gonna shoot glass
That's-
if I do it again.
But it's still going to shoot glass at you. Yes.
Damn it.
That's some good physics. That's some physics.
That's cool.
Yeah, I wish I was like cool enough to make up an ability like that. It was pretty neat. Okay, wait, hold on. Where's the damage numbers? Okay. So those of you who failed are going to take
Let's see.
15 points of slashing damage as this thing ejects glass shards at you, courtesy of Mooney. Everyone else is going to take half that, so 8 points of slashing damage.
All right, and then
How
who's got
about-
the
sorry.
most bugs around him?
Let's think. The bugs are kind of flitting around. I would say right now it's Rome.
All right, I'm gonna move closer to Rome, and all in my turn.
Yeah, Rome has at least 2.
And then one's afraid and way off.
And one's afraid and flying away. And then the other 2 are just like kind of around the air elemental. Zactol, you are up. You are going to take another, because you're starting your space or your turn in its space. You are going to take a big fat 1 point of slashing damage, because there's no bonuses to this one.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
It killed him.
It killed him.
Ooh,
That
another
one
Jesse
last
character
point
died.
of slashing damage.
Yeah.
Sorry, my iPad is dying.
Rip.
But it's okay. Alright. Bingo, bango, boongo. Alright, well, the the Lord Tempest has seen it fit for me to survive another round, and I'm going to make it this air elemental's problem. So that'll be a 21
That hits.
to hit and a 10, 12, 17 to hit.
17 does not hit.
What if it did?
He's thinking that.
I'm not thinking that.
But what if it does?
There was a
But-
debate.
What
I mean, do you have a bardic inspiration? It could. I don't think
Just
Zacto has one
not.
though. Yeah.
No, I don't. It's okay. It's all right. I still love you. No, Divine Smite. So that's gonna
What damage type is your divine smite? I forgot to ask. It might actually be important.
Radiant.
Radiant
Radiant, okay.
damage.
It's not important.
No, but quick question: does fire damage? Is that what's bad?
Lightning.
Lightning.
Lightning is bad,
Yeah.
but is
Two-
fire damage bad?
Don't know.
Because at least one of my d6s is fire damage on one of with my dragon
Right.
king. So once per turn, 1d6 fire damage if I get a
Yep.
hit.
Okay.
But okay, so 10, 12, 14, 20 points of damage.
And how much of that was fire
25.
damage?
25 points of damage, and 2 of it was fire damage.
I'm gonna need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw within 15 feet.
Kidding me.
The fire damage
That's not
seems
me.
to be a little bit stronger than the rest of the damage. But you're turning this guy into glass.
18.
And you said that was 25 total points of damage.
25 total points of damage, yes.
Right. Okay.
5 again. Fail.
12.
I was feeling lucky, so I got a 21.
Okay. And sorry, what did you say you got, Derek?
18.
18. Okay, that just passes. Well, same as before. Sorry, guys. Yeah, sorry. I forgot your sword did fire damage. This should have happened the first time too.
Hey, but let's be okay that it didn't.
Yeah, maybe you should. Okay, so again, you're gonna get smacked with some glass. For those who failed, that's gonna be 13 points of slashing damage. For those who passed, 7 points of slashing damage.
Wait a minute. I think I get a resistance to that. Let me look at my features. I tried to make this guy beefy as hell, so
I mean, it's helping a lot in this situation.
yeah. More protection. Just
And I will say, after Zactol's attack as well, you do notice that this thing, while still spinning quite robustly, does seem to be spinning noticeably slower and with less ferocity than when you had first come across it. And while Zactol checks his resistances, we're going to go back to Bug 1, who is going to attack Rome again, who is still prone, I think, correct?
Oh, yeah, it hasn't come back around to me yet. So yeah, correct.
I'm not resistant. I remember what it was. Is I have a spell that could make me resistant. I have Blade Ward as a cantrip.
Oh, yeah, that does do that. Well, the
That
first
does
attack
do
misses
that.
you, even with advantage. Second attack will hit. Let's see if I get a nat 20. I don't. Okay, second
No,
attack does hit you.
I use a warding flare to give it disadvantage, but even out, so it would be the first roll.
Okay, well, the first roll was a 21.
What?
I rolled a 16, and it's a 16 plus 5 for this guy's attack.
Oh, I thought it missed. The
Well, it has
first-
2.
Okay,
It has 2 attacks.
I see. Okay, well, that's fine. I'll burn it anyway.
You are going to take 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
It is the Sandstorm's turn, which is incapacitated and cannot take reaction. But it's gonna move through Angel.
Hello?
Whoa,
Hey,
what was
sorry.
that?
What
Was that-
happened?
I don't know. Was that
I
me?
heard
Not
What the
a
fuck?
dubstep song.
No, it was like the entire server just went down.
Rip.
That
Oh yeah,
was
we lost
wild.
our. Oh no, he's still there. The recorder. Did everyone hear what I just said? Or should I,
No.
should I repeat that?
No.
Okay. I didn't. The air elemental is incapacitated. Sorry, the sandstorm. It's incapacitated, but it can still move. So it's going to
We lose
move.
Craig.
We did lose Craig.
I got it. I've got it up on OBS too.
It's going to move through Angel. Angel, you're going to take 9 points of
Now
slashing damage
recording.
Okay.
as it moves through you. It's going to stop directly on top of Trog, who takes 7 points of slashing damage.
Did I take any damage for it starting its turn in my space?
No, because you moved out of it, I thought, right?
Nope.
Oh, then yes, you would also take damage because you didn't move.
Lie. Just lie.
What the fuck?
Dactyl, you take 11 points of slashing damage.
Well, it's incapacitated, so
God.
it shouldn't take any. You shouldn't take any damage.
Well, this isn't technically an attack or a reaction. You just take damage by this thing passing through you, which really only takes movement. From my understanding of how it's worded.
He said,
It can
one step to the left.
it can move while it's incapacitated. Uh,
All incapacitated says is a creature can't take actions or reactions, which by the actual definition of the word incapacitated is not fitting. But them's the rules.
them's the breaks, boys.
Them's the breaks. And it turns out this is just one thing. To be fair, you guys have done most of the damage to yourself by the lightning and the fire. And it just turns out this thing can walk through you and make you take damage. So not the best incapacitating target. But it's going to end a turn directly on top of Trog. And now it is Mooney's turn.
Oh shit. Looking around to my crew, can I see who is the most harmed so far?
Trog has taken a lot of damage and is not that tough.
It sounds like a lot of people have.
Yes.
Shit.
Yes.
I'm so
It's okay.
glad you pulled out the lightning wand. I was really hoping someone was going to do that.
Yeah, that's so fucking funny.
Because I totally forgot about Jesse's fire damage too, which would have done it anyway, but
Can I ask as well whose turn
Oh,
is right after me? Would that be Angel or Rome?
Room, then Angel, I think.
wait, did I say it was Mooney's turn? I meant to say it was Rome's turn.
Oh,
Never
I
mind.
might have fucked that up. Because Mooney, you're near the
Okay.
top of the initiative.
it's
Because
funny.
the sandstorm goes directly before Rome. So
I
sorry
was
if I
actually
said
going to
Mooney.
ask. I was going to ask the same question Derek asked, which
Okay.
was which one of my companions appears to be the most injured currently?
You could hazard a guess it's probably Trog or Zacto, just based on
Yeah,
who it seems has taken a lot of attacks.
I
Guys,
I want to know.
not to be a metagamer, but you guys would know that I do have the ability to heal myself
Right.
because we have been in combat together.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So, and I've helped out Zacto already, so I am going to cast a second level quick healing word to Trog, Sorry, buddy, it's not much. It's just 8 points of 8 points of health. And I have two of these dudes attacking me, so I am going to do a 3rd level Thunder Wave.
Okay.
It's a con save for both of them.
Okay. Whoops. Con is they both likely fail. Let me check real quick. Does a 12 pass?
No.
Okay, they both fail.
15 points of damage to both, and they are pushed 10 feet away from me.
Okay, and that was number 1 and number 5. So number 5 will not, in fact, be pushed 10 feet away from you because, well, actually, I'll also let it be pushed 10 feet away from you. But it's dead.
Okay.
And I'll explain why that's important after you. Were you going to say something else afterwards?
Yeah, and with whatever movement speed I have left, I don't know if I'm the furthest point away from this elemental as I can be, but I want to try to get away from it so it's continuing to not hit me with whatever this weird reaction is. That's my turn.
Well, you cannot move any farther away because you are still tied to the skiff.
Oh, I'm going to use my movement speed to stand.
Yes, you can do that too.
I know I'm still tied to the skiff, but I figured it's like I'm tied to a string and I have a circumference. So
yeah, I mean, you have a circumference. You can move a bit, but you can't get like much farther away necessarily.
Okay, that's fine. That's just to stand then, and that's my turn.
So the reason this is important, and actually, this ends up being good that's incapacitated because now you guys can all see things aren't lightly obscured anymore. When this one bug gets hit by the thunder wave and gets knocked backwards, as it takes the damage, you see its body swell up. As you've seen before when it released a gust of wind to knock over both Rome and Trog at one point. But instead of releasing gust of wind, it explodes. And this sort of gale force shoots out. Not near anybody. It got pushed away. It was in the air, so it got kind of thrown away. But you guys do see this thing explode when it dies.
Oh, cool. And then someone else had gotten health. Trog had gotten that health. And that's it for me.
Angel, you're up.
All right. Bonus action.
Moved away from me. Did it move out of my combat range?
It probably did.
So, do I get an opportunity attack on it?
You do. This is something I assume Zacta would have realized, though, if
that's okay.
If your opportunity attack is doing fire damage.
Well, it wouldn't, because it's only once per turn.
Okay, then yeah, you're good. You're in the clear.
But also, I feel like it's been long enough now that, yeah, I can't really use my reaction, so it's fine. I was just checking, but it's all good.
Yeah. Okay, Angel, you're up.
Right,
it's now behind you because it passed through you and standing inside Trog.
Can I hit it without hitting Trog?
Yeah, it's like a big thing.
Okay. So I'm going to use my bonus action to attack with my second sword.
Okay.
And that's going to be all right. Let me add my Bardic. There's a 19.
19 hits.
Okay. Hell yeah.
That's going to be 6 points of slashing damage plus 6 points of
It's a magical weapon, correct?
Yes, it's a magic weapon.
Right.
And then it's going to be 6 points of radiant, and then I'm going to also pump a divine smite into that.
Okay.
So Let me check here. I'm going to do that at, what is that spell slot wise? Sorry, it's been a minute.
I think it's 1d8 per spell slot.
Okay.
I think
So
I don't
can
know if
use-
the damage number is correct, but it's like you add 1d8 per slot, I believe.
Okay. So let me read here. Divine Smite. Sorry. Where the hell is that at? What? I know I have it on my sheet. I'm sorry.
Divine Smite.
Okay, so 3d8, sorry.
Yep.
That's going to be 9 more radiant, and then also my weapon has an effect, Disheartening Strike. You have disadvantage on the next saving throw. Then I'm going to step to try to get more than 10 feet away from Zactyl and still get around this thing. I know I'll still be within 10 of Trog, but then I'm going to use Necrotic Shroud, and all within 10 feet have to make a charisma saving throw. So charisma save.
So there's no
Please.
way you could probably avoid hitting Zactyl. There's no way to avoid hitting Trog because Trog is inside this thing.
Yep, that's fine.
What?
It's okay.
It's gonna be-
It's okay.
Charisma save. You're a
You
bard.
just don't want to you just don't want to run after them, right? It's just like they want to stay away from you.
Yeah, they just want to stay away from me. They're just
save.
going to be frightened.
Yeah, so no damage.
17
save.
on its charisma.
With disadvantage?
Oh, no. 16 on charisma.
Still passes.
Do I have disadvantage?
No, you don't.
Okay, 18.
You pass. Both of you pass. I'm not scary.
Trog can't see you, to be fair, probably. So maybe I shouldn't have made Trog roll anyway.
But yeah, giant skeletal wings pop out of my back, and that's my turn.
Okay. Let's go with another bug.
Were there any bugs within 10?
So one's dead, one was near Rome, one was near Mooney. I'll say yes. And it's charisma. This one failed for sure because it got like a 4.
Okay, it's afraid.
Okay, it's afraid. All right, well, in that case, it's actually just going to fly away. So that thing's dipping. Does it make the save again if it gets out of range, or is that only the other fear? Each fear has like a different rule, which is kind of inconvenient.
Yeah.
One of them's just like it can make the save no matter what at the end of the next turn or something.
So it's just frightened until the end of my next turn.
Got it. Okay. So he is frightened. Okay, next up is Rashid, who is still kind of seemingly ignoring the battle and digging through the supplies of the caravan. He's going to use investigate again. Okay. He did succeed. You guys are going to see Rashid pull out anyone who's watching him, which you might not be given, the situation. You are going to see Rashid pull out what looks to be like a water skin. And, you may think to yourself, wow, this is a really inconvenient time to be thirsty. But if you pay close attention, you'll notice this water skin looks reinforced in a sort of strange way. It has these iron and copper bands going around it with these runes carved in a language you don't quite understand. And Rashid will pull this out. And it's also quite a bit bigger than your average water skin. it'd be kind of unwieldy to carry if it was actually filled with water. He'll pull this thing out and he'll turn around and take stock of the situation. And he's gonna kind of like after this thing over at Mooney and say, you know, Magic Man, when this thing starts to slow down, open the cap.
Okay.
And that's his turn. I guess as a bonus action, he's going to pull out a spear too. But that is going to be his turn. Then there's one more bug who is going to attack Zactyl. First one is going to be an 11 to hit, which does not hit. Second one is going to be a 21 to hit.
Yep, it hits.
For 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
That's going to be that bug's turn. And then we're back up to Trog, who is going to take 6 points of slashing damage from starting your turn inside the thing.
I'm inside of it. I am going. I'm gonna repeat my last turn. Bargain inspiration to reduce it by 8. Then
Okay.
gonna do the psychic lance. So intelligence saving throw.
16. Does that pass?
That passes, but you still have to do the
Yeah. -6. Okay. Presumably does not pass.
um 32 points of damage.
32?
Since it's incapacitated, can I move from outside of it?
Yes. You could do that whether it was incapacitated or not, to be fair.
I didn't know.
Although you can get farther out of range because it can't take reactions as well. So there's no opportunity attack possibility.
Okay. And that shall end my turn.
Although you are a little bit limited. You can only go about 10 feet because I don't think you untied yourself either.
I did not, and nor will I.
To be fair, I did make you stand up. At the start of this, I'm pretty sure you were going to fight the whole thing on your back, so I'm glad I at least made you stand up. Mooney, you're up.
Rashat, has it slowed down enough?
Give it a try.
I don't like that. I'm gonna start off with healing.
It is noticeably much slower, I will say. The ferocity has died down quite a bit.
Okay, I'm gonna start healing word on Trog. Second level, that's also 8 points. And then for my action, we'll pop the cap off this water skin.
Okay, go ahead and roll me in Arcana.
Okay.
Water just dribbles out.
That's a Trog, you need this. That's a 17.
Okay, and we're gonna roll a contested.
Genie of the lamp.
You did win. You beat it by a single, by one. So you uncap this thing, this giant water skin, and at first nothing really seems to happen. But then all of a sudden, it almost in a strange way, it almost starts to. It feels like it's starting to heat up a little bit. The bands that go around it start to heat up, and you notice that the air elemental is now, in a weird way, it's starting to sort of reverse direction that it had been spinning, and it's reversing direction and getting sucked into this water skin.
Yeah, no, you
Um,
don't. Get in here. Come on.
slowly at first, but then speeding up quite a bit. With a sound not dissimilar to the sound that Kid makes when he goes in and out of his lamp.
Yeah.
Um, because
All
of the
comes back
angle of where you're standing, it is going to pass through Angel and Zactyl as it's getting sucked in. So Zactyl or Angel, you're going to take 10 points of slashing damage,
Uh,
and Angel, or sorry, what did I say? Angel, you took 10 points. Zactyl, you take 8 points of slashing damage as this
Okay.
sandstorm elemental just gets like sucked through you.
I'm unconscious.
It does.
he got sucked
Heal
off, guys.
myself.
It's a giant walk skin.
Zach, I'm sorry. I can't stop. It's got to get in here.
And just as the last little bit gets sucked into this water skin, Rashid like jumps forward, slaps the cap on it,
I fall backwards. Oh,
and you can feel this thing. It's like shaking in there. You can see the water skin rippling. Yeah, Mooney, you get knocked backwards. There are still bugs. But it is Zactyl's turn, who was unconscious.
So
That's saving throw.
Yeah.
Neat.
Wasn't a critical failure, was it?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot that we share our failures and successes. I really like the dynamic of not
You
telling,
can keep them secret. I don't care.
keeping them secret. I love that.
Okay, the next bug. This is the one that got knocked away by Rome. It's gonna fly down and attack.
Zactyl's corpse.
Kiss Actor's corpse now. Angel.
That's what my character would do.
These things have -2 intelligence and 0 wisdom. Once you stop moving, I'm pretty sure they don't have object permanence.
No longer exists.
Yeah, you no longer exist. The first attack is a 6, which is not going to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Second attack is a 18.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, that misses. Sandstorm got sucked hardcore.
Well, I'll use a. Can I? Well, no, it's only. Never mind. Hellish Rebuke is only when it hits me, right?
Yeah, only when you take damage, I think. Or get hit. Rome, you're up.
Can I bonus action? I'm gonna untie my rope, and I'm gonna run to Zactyl's side and cast Cure Wounds as a 4th level spell. Fucking the most that I can do. That is going to be 22 points of healing to Zactyl.
Video.
You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. And I'm going to stand up and then face whatever is out there, like putting my little Kender body between the massive Dragonborn and these bugs.
These tiny little bugs.
And these bugs. Yep.
For context, the bugs are probably about the size of Rome.
Yeah.
They're not like tiny.
But
tiny.
I will put myself in between, and that's my turn.
There are still 4 bugs. 2 of them are scared. So, just for context. Angel, you are up.
Can I get to one of the bugs on my rope still?
One of them is quite close to you because it got knocked away by Rome in your general direction.
All right, I'm gonna move up and take 2 attacks on that one.
They can explode.
Yes, not 20.
he doesn't care.
It's a little bit of overkill.
So what are we doubling everything?
No, I think we changed it because it was too swingy. What did we say? Just double the dice? I believe is what we changed to. I wrote it down like
Yeah.
19 times, but then it's been so long since we played, and I can't find it.
Yeah, it's double the dice, and then you add modifier.
Yeah, you double the dice, not the damage, but you still add your
Okay.
modifier as usual.
Can we ret that to my action? I use lay on hands, heal myself 15, bonus action, attack, nat 20
Yeah,
on that guy.
That's yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
So when it explodes, it doesn't kill him.
Yeah.
15. Okay. What? 12. 12 points of damage.
It explodes. I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. If Zactyl's within 10 feet of me, it's a 15. If not, it's a 13.
You pass either way. As it explodes, you are gonna take a big fat 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
That's good.
It's just a little. It's a more of a fart than an explosion, really. At the end of the day. Okay, next bug is the one that's afraid until the end of your turn, so it's no longer afraid. It's flying back. These things are dumb and angry, and it's going to attack Angel.
Good. Give it to me.
First one is a dirty 20 to hit.
That does hit.
Bardic Inspiration. Bardic Inspiration on the hit. That's my final Bardic Inspiration of Cutting Words. That's -5 to the dirty 20.
Okay, so it doesn't hit then. 15 to hit.
Doesn't it? But we could let it hit me and I could do a Hellish Rebuke on it. I have enough hit points.
It doesn't matter. I did it. I didn't know what you were going to
Okay.
do.
And the other one is a natural 1, so it doesn't hit anyway.
Good.
Next up is Rashid. The other one is, at this point, I think like 60 feet away. So I don't think Rashid is going to hold his action and throw his spear at it if it gets within range. He sort of readies himself to hit it if it comes back. Let's re-roll. It's a wisdom saving throw for the other fear, right?
Yep. Wisdom save.
All right, it fails. It's still flying. At this point, it's 120 feet away. I'm going to say combat's over. Oh, wait, no, there's still one bug that is attacked Angel. Just kidding. That one's gone, though. That one's long gone. Trog, we're back at the top of the initiative. There's still one bug left that's attacking Angel.
I think just in the spirit of things, I'm going to use Vicious Mockery on it.
Why don't you just blow up?
Come on.
That
Hey,
is
bug, below me.
It actually did pretty good. That's a 16 on its wisdom saving throw.
All right. So
For having 0 wisdom, it really clutched that one out.
it only takes 2 points of damage.
Okay, it is still alive. You didn't talk it to death this time. Mooney, you're up. Again, you're holding this kind of giant water skin that's like bulging and moving in weird ways.
Oh, ew. I toss this off to Rashid.
Who's getting ready to throw a spear, and he just has to catch this water skin now.
I don't want this anymore. I'm done. God. Angel, I'm sorry. I'll kill you.
Do it. Okay, thank you.
Well, not now. Not now. You're taking damage.
Okay.
I'm just doing.
I will heal
Give
you
it to me.
eventually.
Eventually, I will revive you. Magic missile, my wand. We'll just do like 5 of them. That should be enough.
Fuck. Because they're like a guarantee hit, right?
Guaranteed
Yes.
hit. That'll be 16 points.
It explodes. Angel, I'm gonna need you to make one last dexterity saving throw.
That's fine. It's good. Do I have the Bardic?
No, use that to stop the last one from hitting you.
That's a 3. Fail.
4 points of bludgeoning damage. You do fail. It does explode. You are knocked prone as this final bug explodes.
Is there fire? Can I light a cigarette off of its burning body?
No, it's made of wind. It doesn't explode that way. The sandstorm itself, not the monster, the force of nature, is still raging on around you, despite the monster sandstorm being captured. You are currently in a little bit of a predicament. The one caravan has been like thrown and strewn around. You can't even see the second caravan because of the sandstorm. Your caravan has a ripped sail. It's kind of lodged into a dune at a weird angle. And so Rashid kind of, following the conclusion of the battle, kind of beckons you over. Despite, the obscured vision, you can, and, the roar of the sand, you can still kind of hear him and see him. And he's sort of just beckoning you over, trying to get you guys to take shelter sort of beneath the skiff, just to get out of the sand as much as possible. There's not much you can do in the middle of the raging storm like this with your ride kind of busted up as it is. And there you guys are. You have to sit there and you take shelter for a few more hours. The sun goes down. The sandstorm does not abate.
As we're taking shelter, can I cast a healing spirit around us? Just use up that entire time so everybody heals 26 points.
Nice.
Thanks, big dog.
Yeah.
Thanks, my man.
And Mooney, you now are in possession of an item.
Oh, I got that filled water skin.
The bag of farts.
The bag of farts.
Trog, let me pour this on you.
Oh yeah.
If I can find it.
Dude, like that'd be such a weird nuke in the middle of combat. Like we're against like some big bad, we're losing, and you just like pop this thing open and like pray for the best.
Yeah, hope it doesn't come back at me.
And farts come out.
This one you do have to keep track of, because I'm not going to keep track of it for you. But I put it in the item cards.
Jin's breath.
Well, that one was that was really cool. I think that we all make a pretty good team, and it was an honor to fight alongside you guys. Good stuff.
Uh-huh.
You're all holding up better than I expected, given the circumstances.
Oh, you have no idea who these guys are, and like the things they've done and been through, and like, oh man, like this is just a taste of how awesome these people are.
You did pretty good, Rome. I gotta hand it to you. Thanks.
Yeah, Zach was gonna kind of pat him on the shoulder.
You mean that? I need to go, and I'm just gonna go to like whatever the most privacy I can in this little skiff, and just like
there's no private. You guys are like underneath the skiff. Like there's no privacy whatsoever.
The
skiff is lodged into a dune, creating a kind of like lean-to type situation that you're all just huddled underneath.
It's okay. I'm just gonna pretend that I have privacy. I have to pee, and then I'm just like, oh my god, just freaking out. Keep it together, Room. Keep it together. They like you.
Was there anything else you guys would like to do as you're huddled underneath the skiff?
I was wondering, Rashid, when something was going to happen. It felt like an easy job. Is this going to come often? Is this every sandstorm?
It's not every sandstorm. It's not uncommon. But
Appreciate the warning.
Desert holds many surprises.
I mean, he was prepared for it. He did have the skin. Could have told us about that one though.
Well, it's something of this nature is a little more rare. Sand sharks you see every time you go out into the desert. An elemental of that size, though, is a rare sight indeed.
Oh, so you're saying we got lucky?
I mean, that's a pretty powerful artifact you have there now. You did the bulk of the fighting, all yours, of course. It's my pleasure. So, in a way, you're lucky. Could fetch a lot of coin if you decide to sell it.
Fetch a lot of coin. Could afford a flying carpet.
Probably not that much coin.
And I stand on the skiff. Just
You're underneath the skiff.
Oh, I go outside. And I'm just picturing myself flying on this carpet.
In a sandstorm.
In a sandstorm.
During the sandstorm.
When
Think of, like-
Mooney comes back in, he is covered head to toe in sand. Just stuck in his fur.
The biggest smile.
I'm thinking Aladdin magic carpet ride just replaced with Mooney.
Yeah.
Mooney is Abu. Mooney standing on another man's shoulders.
Every game we
with a
play in
fez.
this session, I'm just gonna have just a worse accent. I'm just gonna start digging into it.
Well, as you guys settle in for the night, it is now night 6, I believe. There's no fire this time, but as the sandstorm continues to rage around you as the sun goes down, Rashid continues his story. He's kind of staring off into the sandstorm. He's not really necessarily making eye contact with any of you. And I know it was pre-combat, but for you guys, it was just last night. But as a reminder, the final story ended. He mentioned that a prophet came to visit the tribes. Yeah. And he says, the prophet first came to Shano, a tall man in black robes. Skin as dark as wet soil, voice as smooth as oil on water. He started by asking simple questions. Why should mortals kneel? Why should the gods decide how much sky belongs to us? Is it a crime to grow too fast? This prophet moved from tribe to tribe. All listened, all agreed. All except for Setsorma. Their leader remembered the gods, remembered the sun's warmth, feared the dangers of a broken contract. The other tribes chose rebellion. So it goes. And as the story finishes, Rashid, as usual, offers to take the first watch. Not that there's a whole lot to watch while you guys are trapped underneath here, but it's an offer he makes nonetheless. And as the night goes on, those of you who are awake to notice, you do notice the storm is passing slowly. The roar of the sand fades to like a howl, then to a steady wind, and then to something that's almost like silence. There's still wind, there's still a breeze, you can still hear sand. The sun rises, and as you crawl out from beneath the skiff in the morning, the dunes are in shapes you don't recognize, reshaped by the wind, by the storm. You see Rashid's skiff sort of half buried in this dune. You see your cargo scattered all over the place. You see the other caravan completely flipped over. Their cargo scattered all over the place. You see the two people who were sort of in charge of that caravan crawl underneath. They had taken shelter, much in the same way that you guys had. The third skiff you don't see at all. The third skiff is gone. And Rashid will sort of slowly stand up. He'll scan the horizon, jaw tight, taking in the sights, and say, all right, let's take stock. Water first. What what we can still carry, we carry.
Is
And
there
so
any
they-
chance of us digging the skiff out?
Yes, and in fact, that's the first thing you guys set to doing is digging the skiff out, helping the other caravan flip their skiff over. A lot of the supplies are lost. You are fortunate enough, and as Rashid lets you know, you are quite close to your destination. You lost a lot of your water. You're close enough that it likely doesn't matter. You're about 2 days left. Trog, you might suffer a little bit, but you'll get there. But yeah, one whole caravan's gone. Like, you can guess maybe like half the supplies between the other two are gone. But eventually you're able to repair enough that Rashid is comfortable sort of setting sail again a little bit. You know, you take a break for midday and then you set off again.
So there were no casualties on the other skiff? Like no one died? They just kind of wrecked?
So the one caravan is totally gone. There were 2 people on that
Right.
one who are gone. There were 4 total people in the caravan plus Rashid and then plus you guys.
Oh, okay.
So 2 people on the third skiff are just missing along with the
Right.
skiff.
They probably made it out all right. You know, getting lost in the desert's not like fatal.
Yeah, they'd be alright.
Great. Well, when you're in the desert, you don't stop. You have to keep moving. So it goes. Okay. I think I'm happy stopping it there if you guys are. 10:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good place.
Good game. I loved the
Great game. Love the
progression of the
combat.
story. The progression of the story, like night after night. I think that it was a really good way to fill in, like, number one, the passage of time, and didn't quite bookend. I feel like there's still more to the story, obviously, but really enjoyed that. And yeah, the combat. We always love the combat.
I'm just gonna copy and paste the story and like directly that as I have it written into the thing, so you guys can remind yourself. There is more to the story because you haven't arrived yet.
Yeah.
So there's more to
Right.
tell.
Yep.
I like the lore drops. I really like the lore drops.
I do too.
I'm really glad that you guys have fire and lightning damage.
Yeah.
I love a Garden of Eden-esque story as well. It's always fun.
Hmm.
Yeah, Rashid's thrown me off. Something's going on with him.
So next game when?
Good question. I don't know when I'm leaving.
Right.
So probably, I'm hoping I'm out of here by this weekend.
Do you have Wi-Fi on the plane?
I do have Wi-Fi on the
would-
plane.
How fucking insane would it be to DM
Like
a
D&D.
game?
I
To
don't want to
play a
be.
game.
I don't want to be that annoying to the people I'm sitting around.
Yeah.
Unhinged.
Oh, they'll
And
get
also-
into it. They can be the NPCs.
In-flight
Yeah.
Wi-Fi is notoriously bad.
Not good. Yeah, if at all.
Yeah,
Which is
that's
crazy,
true. If
'cause,
there
you
is
know,
Wi-Fi at all,
like
there's always
sound-
Wi-Fi, but I don't want to pay for it. So
I'm just messing around. It was funny in my brain to imagine like unsuspectingly sit next to some guys just like, I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna talk to my friends for 4 hours.
yeah,
He's just in the bathroom the
Hey,
entire
it's-
time.
it's a 15-hour flight. I can have 4 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a chance I'll likely have a lot of downtime. Frankly, it's not like we're going traveling while I'm there. So
Right. You're
Well, I
just
do notice that on Saturday the 11th, next Saturday, it does say D&D in all caps with an exclamation point.
well,
I
that
don't know
was
if you
yeah.
noticed
I need to delete that. That was before I knew I was going back to China.
Yeah. How?
going
I mean, I know
back.
it's probably hard to gauge, but how long do you plan to stay? How long can you stay with work and everything?
I was gonna say about 2 weeks.
Hmm.
So
yeah.
Is this like the end? Not to be completely insensitive, but
Probably.
like,
I mean, that's the way they're talking about it, the doctors.
Okay.
So, which is why it's
And-
kind of like I'm going like now, basically.
cancer, right?
Yeah, he had lung cancer.
Okay.
That's
But yeah,
rough.
he took a real bad turn like mid last week,
Hmm.
like Wednesday, and I woke up to a bunch of messages from Chushi, and I was like, all right, I will apply for the visa right away. And we'll see. I mean, it took them like a month to get me the visa last time, so hopefully that doesn't happen this time.
That's insane.
I'm hoping it's faster this time. It's because of where I work. They don't trust like people who work for
Right.
nonprofits and NGOs.
Mhm.
So
Because they
this
just-
is through the Chinese government has to approve your visa, correct?
Yeah, it goes through the consulate or the embassy
Okay.
somewhere in DC, but yeah.
Was your job at one time, right?
Well, for the US, yeah. And by
Oh,
job,
you-
I,
okay,
I was,
you were-
I was an unpaid
you were
intern.
You were other way though. You were approving Chinese people to come to the United States.
Yeah.
Sounds like a conflict of interest, if you ask me.
Hey, they gave me a bunch of visas before. It should. I would think it'd be easier because I'm applying for a family visa instead of a tourist visa. But
Yeah.
also, they're just weird. Like I said, they're weird about like people who work for nonprofits and NGOs.
Right.
They just always assume they hear like NGO and they're like, "Oh, human rights. Let's look into this a little closer."
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then it just takes
Um,
longer.
So you do think that next Saturday, the 11th, will not work?
Yeah, I'm gonna take that off the calendar. I just don't know.
Okay.
Like, I'll let you guys know, but like, I'm hoping I'm long gone by the 11th.
Yep.
Like as soon as I get the
well,
visa and my passport, I'm buying a flight for the next day. So
All right. Cool. Good game,
So I
guys.
guess we're on
Yeah.
Ian's the mercy of Ian's visa at this point.
yeah, I'll let you guys know. And I'll put in the
Yeah.
calendar. The calendar is working out fabulously.
It does.
Yeah.
And
do
I
look
think
at
that
the calendar.
Sundays look pretty decent. Just putting it out there.
Mm.
Sundays are always good for the big dog.
Yep.
And maybe
Well, generally.
you know, barring Ian and maybe TJ because he has to drive as much, and I don't know Ty's work situation, but we can maybe get an in-person game in for most of us. Whenever we do decide to do another one of these, if we pick a Sunday to do it. So
It'd be good to get an
Yeah.
in-person game in.
Yeah,
I'd be
me too.
all for like and we don't have to do them like late either. I mean, I don't know what everyone else's schedule.
yeah,
Ooh,
I'm 9 to
looks like-
5, so 5:30 is the
Mhm.
earliest that I can do.
On Sundays, that is, or just in
On
general.
Sundays.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
Sundays.
Okay.
Just throwing this out there now that we have the calendar, maybe we, have a once a month in-person game if we get to like a regular schedule again.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, I could probably swing that. I think that would be a good idea. Like once a month, I think is reasonable.
My only request, if we, because obviously will not be attending in person for 90% of these. We gotta figure out a better microphone situation. Because for me, it's really, really hard to hear what most people are saying a lot of the time.
Oh, dude, it was insane that time that I was here
Yeah.
and you guys were. It was horrible.
And so, like,
I don't know.
I'm willing to put up with that, like, once in a while, of course. But, like, if it's, like, frequent, it's going to drive me nuts.
What if
So-
we did laptops and headsets? So like
Oh,
we're talking
yeah.
Baldur's Gate. I mean, everybody has headsets, so we can just bring laptops, do the headsets, and go in that way.
Yeah,
That would
we
help
do
a lot.
Headsets
And
or the
basic-
lav mics.
We could still do Discord, just be but it would still be insane trying to like because you would hear everybody's
Everybody.
The echo, yeah.
everybody's audio at once.
Yeah, so the My Blue Yeti was not great the last time.
No,
That's what I'm hearing.
What about
was-
what
yes.
about Michael
there was
Bublé?
no good place to put it where, like, we could see you, but also hear you.
Yeah, that's annoying.
We
as
could
shit.
do like a talk. We could do like a talking stick rule. You got to pass around.
Yeah.
That didn't work.
I mean- But you can also, is there a way to do push to talk on Discord? If there was, we could just do push to talk, and then it wouldn't, like,
I mean, you can just mute yourself.
What
you could just mute
What
yourself.
if-
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
if somebody brought like a console and we set it up somehow where we have it set like a chat? Would that work?
Console. Like a
I'm thinking like an Xbox chat group, right? And you have like some of the canceling going on with that, but I don't know.
Well, just Discord does have noise canceling. Plus, like, headsets usually have noise suppression as well.
Yeah, I think we should try it. I like the idea of we just keep ourselves muted until we talk, and then we each have our own headphones in. I feel like we could make that work.
Yeah, that might work the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was tough last time. Jesse can attest to that too.
Dude, I gave up at one point. I was like, I guess I'll find out what happens in the
in the recording.
in
I'm not allowed to give up as the DM.
Sorry,
so.
I'm pretty sure at one point
yeah.
I just started texting too because I was trying to
You
put everyone
did.
to
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
That was kind of fun actually, because we had it up on the
The
screen
TV.
on my
Mm.
TV.
Yeah.
So you would like
Yeah.
do something that would pop up on the screen and we would all read it. Yeah, definitely not ideal. So yeah, I
No.
like the idea we each have headsets and then we just mute ourselves and turn on noise reduction and yeah, we could figure something out.
Yeah.
All right. I need to go sleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say real quick, Ian, if you ever need a break, I do have a few games. If you want to actually play, or just take a break from DMing, but we can get to that if we want to trade off DMs.
Yeah, I mean, if
and
you guys want to
alternatively-
play on the 11th and do something while I'm gone, like definitely, do whatever you want.
Do we want to
Yeah.
try throwing this out there? Do we want to try for Boulder's Gate on the 11th?
I will not be picking up any video games until probably June. Like maybe swing May, but it's really hard to say. Like there's just my life is very full.
Yeah, I can't
Like, just
justify
dealing with the
buying a
bell,
video game right now.
yeah, like dealing with the bell curve of learning it and only doing it once a month with you guys. I can't do it. Maybe next month. Maybe in May, but we'll see how the almanac stuff does.
Yeah, I mean,
Big news.
for now,
Big news.
To kind of go off of what Derek said, like I do kind of miss the times when we used to rotate DMing each
I do
time.
too.
So I was going to bring that up. I mean, so I think we're all in loose agreement that after we finish this current campaign, that's what we want to do. But
Is
it's
it
really
too
just,
much? Is it too much trouble to do 2 concurrent campaigns? Because I wouldn't
Well-
mind having like extra planning time as well, but I don't know if that like would mess with like keeping things clean between
well,
the
Derek
two.
and I are already in like a weekly campaign that we just hit our 1 year on. We just hit like 52 games with that. It's like we're already juggling too. So I just think
Yep.
the idea of like, Jesse, fuck you. I just think I'm just thinking
Oh,
like
I get to play
juggling-
D&D too much.
I just don't want it to seem like I'm monopolizing DMing if everyone else also wants to
Yeah.
DM.
Well, my idea,
I think
at
it
least for my game, was staking inside your world.
Mhm.
Just having new characters, just for the fun, just to give you a break.
Yeah,
But
so I'll be
not
honest.
trying to-
At the rate we're going, this is session 59, as I have it written down, and I could easily see this getting to like more than 100, unless
Yeah.
I like speed it way up.
Mhm.
I mean, I think like I know personally, like I'm invested in seeing where this one goes. What if we did like a 3-to-1 model, right? We do 3 games and then 1, or we do 2 games and then 1. We just figure out what our ratio is.
Yeah, I think it'll just be
Yeah,
hard. If we can get constant games in, regular games in, then I think it'll be easier to make that determination. But if we're doing 1 game every 3 or 4 months, like that's just not
Yeah.
tenable.
We
I
have a
also
counter.
love
I think
the
we'll be a lot better
like-
at it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, kind of like
If we have days too, like maybe, oh, not everyone's available, but we can throw a 1-shot in or something like that.
Yeah, so I know that I've said it before, but I strongly think that if one of us can't make it, or maybe even 2 of us can't make it, if we want to make this a regular thing, we should just do it on the dates when most of us are available. And then if we want to do 2 campaigns concurrently, then we plan that accordingly. But I mean, that could maybe mean we get more repetitions in if we're not having to coordinate around every single one of our schedules. Because I mean, there's 6 of us. So, but we can talk about it a little bit more. Right now, Ian, the ball's kind of in your court, but the rest of us, I guess we can kind of discuss if we want to do a second campaign or something, maybe on the 11th or whatever. I think I'm gonna have a hard time convincing Kylie because it's
Mm.
the evenings are just that's like the busy time of the day. But we'll figure it out. But anyway, I need to go to sleep.
Yeah, I also got a dip. All right, good game, everybody.
Mm. Yep.
Good
I'll let you
game.
Thank you, guys.
know. I'll put something on the calendar for the next one once I figure out my China situation. But until then,
All right, man. Travel safe.
Yeah.
thanks.
Yes, be careful,
Thank you.
nerd.
Good luck, man.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thinking of
Thank
you.
you.
Best of
Yes,
them.
and yes, give our love to her family.
We'll do. We'll do. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
Thanks, man.
Peace out, fellas.